It was a pretty good day actually today. Not too bad. And I find that if I give myself some space in the morning, I tend to get my head in the right place before the day. Because there's lots of stuff that comes up throughout the day, and there's lots of people, and people test your patience. And so yeah, it helps if I have that time in the morning to center myself ready. But I've got a colleague who's going through quite a difficult patch at the moment with his girlfriend. She's not well in hospital, so he was telling me about that, and I was able to say that I was going to pray for her and pray for him. So just things like that. It's a really simple way of showing your faith at work. It doesn't have to be extravagant. Yeah, it's especially hard to wake up in the mornings in the winter when it's dark and it's cold, and the motivation is just not there straight away, which I'm sure most people understand. And that's when you've got to give yourself a bit more time, more space in the mornings. Maybe that's making yourself a drink, giving yourself time to have it, to enjoy it, or rushing around, getting ready, because just rushing out the door can make you feel quite stressed in the morning if you leave yourself no space. I always just try to greet God in the morning somehow, just welcoming Him into the day, welcoming Holy Spirit into the day, thanking Him for what's ahead, and then usually reading something in Scriptures, just to kind of ground myself in Him. And connecting with God in the Scriptures in the morning doesn't have to be an in-depth study, because realistically we don't really have the headspace to do that in the morning unless you're gifted in that, like superhero I've got. Sometimes it's just like reading a psalm, because I find David in the Psalms to be so relatable, because it's almost the most human bit of Scripture. So there's something to relate to. This thing Pete Greg said on Instagram a couple of weeks ago that I read about Sabbath mainly, but about taking things slowly. So the way we do what we do in the day, making coffee or doing our job, we do it slowly and thoughtfully. So if I'm just walking around in the warehouse or in the office and I've got something I've got to do, there's that little bit of time in between those things where you can remember that God is there and that He's called you into that place at that moment. So just taking a couple of seconds to acknowledge God in the same way you would in prayer or in worship. I've come to learn that including God in your day and in your job isn't really that complicated, and it doesn't have to be big and bold and extravagant, like I've said. It's just every day. It's simple. It's chatting to people. It's offering prayer if you feel bold enough, but just telling people that you're praying is more than some people might have ever heard, especially day to day. I think the fundamental thing is just doing the job well, because you're there in that place for a reason, whether you like it or not, whether you know it or not. And I think it's another way of worshiping God is just to do your job well. So just approach your job in the same way you would relationships or prayer or worship. Like I always said, just committing that space to God is the best thing you can do.